Good morning, everybody. This is David coming at you from Zone 5B in the southwest suburbs of Chicago, Illinois, and it is another beautiful day here in Minooka, Illinois. It is in the 80s, and it is a perfect time to get out early and do some work in the garden. And today we're going to be talking about protection. But before we get started, I wanted to wish all the dads out there, all the moms out there who act in dad fashion, and all the father figures a happy Father's Day. Hopefully you'll have a chance to spend time with your loved ones today. I have some plans with my kids when I get done gardening, so it's going to be a good day. Hope you guys all enjoy it. So I'm going to talk about protection today. If you have ever gardened, most popular things to grow, whether it's brassicas like broccoli, cabbage, Brussels sprouts over on that side, or cucumbers or squash, are particularly susceptible to pest and bug damage. Next, that I had seen James Prigioni talk about on the Garden Channel, I think he was the first and the main one that I've seen talk about it, is using a product called kaolin clay to cover his plants to help protect them, to help protect the fruits as well. So I did order some. I'll post a picture of it here. So with this kaolin clay, it's not something that I could find readily available by me. I did have to order it off of the interwebs. And if you go to James Prigioni's YouTube store, he does have a link to order it. And it's one of the pricier things you're going to purchase. And that's mainly because of shipping, because you're getting a big 25-pound bag. But I just opened my bag. It was enough to fill one 5-gallon bucket where I'm going to keep it just to keep it dry and keep it from spilling. And then there's enough for a second complete 5-gallon bucket and to fill one pump sprayer. And this is just one of those $20 pump sprayers that I got from local big box store. I'll post a link in my video description below. I filled it with a gallon and it took 3 cups of kaolin clay. So I'm going to get a lot of usage out of it. I'm going to get the pumper all set up here. I'm going to get it primed, and then I'll show you guys the application here. Basically, you're going to spray it on. You're going to wait a little bit and let it dry. And then you're going to come back to make sure that you have a nice even coat on any of the plants you want to protect. I am going to put it on here. I'm probably going to spray some on my Brussels sprouts, and then definitely my cucumbers to keep those cucumber beetles away, my squash to keep the squash bugs away. And then we're going to go over to the side of the house and we're going to spray some of this on my trees as well, because it is supposed to help a lot with that. So let me get set up and I'll be right back. All right, so I am going to prime my pump sprayer, and this is just, again, it's just $20 kind of cheapy, not super expensive, not super fancy. You pump it to prime it. It has a spray nozzle, and then you can direct it wherever it wants to go. You can adjust the nozzle a little bit, but I think I'm in a good setting. And then I did spray it out until I saw that the white kaolin clay was coming out. And then I'm just going to coat my plant with it. The one warning that I have seen as I watched more and more videos is this kaolin clay will get all over everything. So they say, you know, wear clothes that you don't mind getting stained. It'll stain surfaces. It will wash off. It is kaolin clay. There is a kaolin clay that's also used for, I guess, skincare, makeup. But this one is a little different. It is food grade kaolin clay. It is non-toxic. So all you have to do when you harvest is wash it off. So you want to get a good coating on everything, which I think I did here. I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to come back in a few minutes to make sure that we got a really good covering on that. And then we're just going to do the same thing over here for our Brussels sprouts. I'm going to put some on my beet. I don't think it's as necessary, but my Brussels sprouts over here that are still really, really young. And again, this is just supposed to help ease some of the pest troubles that you would have with the squash bugs, with the cucumber beetles. I haven't noticed any in my area just yet. But with the temperatures getting warmer, I would definitely expect to see them. I know last year I did see them pretty heavily. And I think they ruined a few of my cucumber plants last year. So if this helps, I'm all for it. It seems like the pest damage is really high on the most common things that we're going to grow. You know, cucumbers. Everybody wants to grow cucumbers. They're relatively easy to grow. And of course, they have some of the worst pest damage that I've seen. This year, aphids have been a big deal for me, even with starting plants inside. But outside, I definitely saw a lot from the squash bugs, from the cucumber beetles. So we're just going to continue to do this to all the plants that we have. And this isn't supposed to harm beneficials. So the pollinators, any beneficial insects that might come into your garden, this isn't supposed to harm them at all. But it is supposed to make your plants less attractive to the bugs that want to lay eggs on them and eat them and destroy them. Let's see if I can get you a view here as we finish up my last cucumber and my squash. And again, just make sure we have a good coating. So with kaolin clay, as you might be able to guess, especially if it rains heavily, you're going to have to reapply. But again, you get a ton in that big 25-pound bag. It did cost just over $100 with shipping to get it sent to me. If it protects from the bugs that I'm watching out for, if it protects from the cucumber beetle, from the squash bugs, it's well worth that amount. I'm going to go ahead and finish up by spraying my trees on the side of the house with this. My blueberry bushes as well. You can protect blueberry bushes. And the other benefit of this is it can actually help protect your plants from sun scald too. So your plants, if the sun is too direct, if it's too hot, they can actually get sunburned. There's not enough liquid moisture in the leaves, and it can actually burn your plants just like it burns us if we're out in the sun without protection. So this kaolin clay can actually help protect from some of that. It can help keep your plants a little bit cooler in the summertime. So especially if you have long, hot days or intense sun, it's a great idea to add on to your plants. I'm going to keep this video short today because it is Father's Day. I do have those plans with my kids, so I'm going to get out there. I'm going to enjoy myself. I'm going to enjoy life. I love my kids. I love gardening. I love being able to share with you guys. So I hope you guys all have a great Father's Day. Spend time with loved ones or friends. You know, get out there, enjoy the weather. If the weather's nice, do some gardening if you have free time. Just go out, enjoy the weekend. And I hope to see you guys back here again real soon on Come Grow with David A. Have a good weekend. Happy Father's Day.